Okay, let's unpack this.
Let's do it.
Today we are doing a deep, almost forensic analysis on something that, on the surface, really just looks like celebrity gossip.
Mm-hmm.
But it is, in fact, an absolute masterclass in how you build a brand in the 21st century. We're talking about Hailey Bieber's 29th birthday kickoff bash.
An event that wasn't just, attended by her brand, Rhode, but was essentially thrown by it.
Exactly.
And that's really our mission here. We need to look past the sparkle, the guest list, the fashion, all of that, and actually treat this whole thing like a corporate blueprint.
It's not a party.
It's not a party. It's a perfectly calibrated, hyper-curated, immersive marketing activation. We are going to try and pull out the business strategy behind, every single aesthetic choice.
And what a blueprint it is. We've got this huge stack of sources in front of us, really detailed accounts of the dinner, the specific fashion choices, the branding elements.
Like to the smallest detail.
Down to the smallest detail, and all the promotional stuff that was running alongside it.
Mm-hmm.
It gives us this, unprecedented look into the modern celebrity founder model.
So the core question, I think the thing we really need to answer is this. How does a brand, a digitally native brand, that's so tied to its founder's image, how does it use a personal party to create this huge shareable experience that actually converts followers into customers?
It's just, the discipline on display here is kind of remarkable.
It really is.
It's a study in, total environmental control. They don't just invite you somewhere. They build a road world for you to live in for a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just jump right in. Section 2, the main event location, exclusivity, and attendance.
Okay, so first we have to talk about the timing, because this reveals the first layer of the strategy. The event was described everywhere as a glitzy bash thrown by the brand on a Thursday night.
A Thursday, okay.
But here's a key detail. This was not her actual 29th birthday celebration.
Right, her birthday is on Saturday, November 22nd. So this was the kickoff.
Exactly, and that's a crucial distinction, isn't it? It signals that Rhode, as a brand, is purposefully extending the content window.
They're creating a birthday week narrative.
The whole birthday week. They host this big, high-production event 2 days before the actual date, so the media buzz starts to build on Friday.
And it peaks right as you're heading into the weekend. You're not competing with all the happy birthday posts on Saturday. You own Friday.
It's professional PR pacing, and it also builds on a pattern she's already set. Our sources say her 28th birthday was also this, very specific, highly themed, intimate party.
That was the martini-themed one, right? With Kendall Jenner and Lori Harvey.
That's the one. So it tells us that these intimate-themed birthday parties are already part of her personal brand architecture. Now, Rhode is just stepping in to bankroll it and amplify it.
Okay, so let's talk about the location. An intimate candlelit dinner at a scenic location in Palm Springs.
Palm Springs. That word alone communicates so much.
Exclusivity. A destination feel.
And, crucially, a very specific, very desirable aesthetic of, high desert luxury that just photographs beautifully. It's a content-ready location.
It also serves a logistical purpose, right, for a bunch of LA-based influencers.
Ooh, for sure. It's far enough away that it feels like a real escape, which guarantees privacy and immersion, but it's close enough that you can get everyone there and back for a midweek event.
They're not just booking a table at a restaurant. They're curating an entire isolated environment.
Right. And the guest experience started way before they even got to the dinner table.
A party bus.
The spacious party bus, complete with drinks and snacks. Now, you might think that's just for convenience, but what does controlling the transportation actually achieve? Strategically.
Well, you're controlling the narrative from the second they get on.
Exactly. It does 3 things. 1, obviously, safety and punctuality, guaranteed. But 2, and this is the important one for content, it eliminates all external distractions.
No one's filming their chaotic Uber ride or complaining about LA traffic.
The brand's story starts the moment they step onto that bus. The immersion begins right there. It creates this temporary, isolated bubble.
And it forces everyone to interact. It builds that group cohesion before they even arrive.
It turns the journey itself into a pre-party content opportunity. Everyone's capturing that we're on our way excitement. It's a mood setter and a content filter all in one.
And the guest list itself was described as influencers and pals.
A perfectly balanced mix.
Right. You need the pals for that emotional authenticity, the thing that makes the founder seem relatable.
Mm-hmm. And you need the professional influencers who know exactly how to frame, how to light, and how to distribute that high-quality, aspirational content.
If it was only friends, The content might be, I don't know, too personal or low quality.
And if it was only influencers, it would just feel like a transactional product launch.
Yeah, totally cold.
This combination gives you authenticity and reach.
Okay, I have to ask about the elephant not in the room. The sources all pointed this out. Justin Bieber was seemingly absent from the festivities.
Yeah.
In a world where a celebrity couple doubles your press coverage, isn't that a huge loss for brand visibility?
That's such a critical point, and I would actually argue his absence is a calculated strategic gain, not a loss.
Really? How so?
Think about it. When Justin is there, the narrative immediately shifts. It's no longer Hailey Bieber, the successful founder of Rhode. It becomes the celebrity power couple, the Biebers.
Ah, I see. His star power actually overshadows the brand's message.
It completely changes the focus. His absence puts the spotlight squarely, unequivocally, back on Hailey, the individual entrepreneur, and Rhode, the company she built. This was a brand activation about female entrepreneurship, not a marriage milestone.
That makes perfect sense. You're minimizing the noise to maximize the core message.
Exactly.
And to really hammer home that feeling of personal luxury, guests got these black cases that were then embroidered with their names. I love that detail.
This is such a powerful psychological marker. Getting something with your name on it signals extreme exclusivity. It wasn't a generic gift bag. This was made for you.
It elevates the whole thing. And from a content perspective, it becomes something every single person is going to share.
Of course. An influencer is way more likely to post a photo of a high-quality case with their own name beautifully embroidered on it than they are some random branded keychain.
It turns them into unsolicited brand ambassadors.
And it transforms a simple takeaway gift into a piece of recurring visual content. Everything. Palm Springs, the personalized cases, the bus, it all screams that this entire experience is valuable, bespoke, and absolutely worth documenting.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me. We're moving past the logistics and into the hyper-detailed execution. Section 3, the art of branding, Rhode's immersive aesthetic.
The level of control here is, it's astonishing.
It's insane.
We're going from strategic planning to tactical execution. This is the ultimate expression of what you call environmental branding. Every single object, down to the food itself, is a consciously chosen touch point for the brand.
They're making the entire setting feel like a custom Rhode universe.
Yeah.
Let's start with the theme, the martini theme, which is genius because it creates continuity. It ties this 29th birthday back to her 28th.
It establishes an internal tradition. Fans and repeat guests can recognize it and anticipate it. It builds a mini lore around her brand.
And they didn't just, serve martinis. They translated that into a whole aesthetic language.
Right. Of course, you had the traditional olive martinis at the table settings, but they didn't stop there. The sources say some food was served in silver martini glasses.
So the container becomes part of the theme.
And one guest was pictured with a martini glass filled with candy.
Which is just a great visual. It's playful, it's super Instagrammable, and it immediately links the indulgence of the party back to that sophisticated martini motif. It's visual shorthand for the whole event.
Okay, now let's drill down into the consumables, because this is where the branding discipline just hits, like maximum intensity. The birthday cake.
The 5-tier birthday cake.
Layered with that thick, sugary pink frosting, decorated with pastel pink ribbons.
That soft pink, it's a very deliberate color choice. It lines up perfectly with the whole gentle, aspirational, clean girl aesthetic of modern beauty brands.
The truly obsessive detail, the one that everyone was talking about, was in the standard table service.
The butter.
The sources confirmed that the bread was served alongside square-shaped butter with the Rhode logo stamped on top.
And it doesn't stop there.
No.
Oh.
With the beverages, not only were they passed around on silver trays, but crucially, the ice cubes were also branded with the Rhode name.
Okay, we need to spend a minute here. Branded ice cubes, logoed butter. Why? Why go to the trouble and the expense for something that is literally designed to melt or be eaten in seconds?
That's the question, isn't it? I mean, logistically, this requires a significant commitment. Custom stamps, custom ice molds. You're spending real money on items that last for, what, a minute?
It feels incredibly inefficient.
And the inefficiency is precisely the point. The cost is the signal. It's a signal of ultra luxury. This isn't just passive sponsorship anymore. This is total environmental integration.
So when a guest reaches for bread, they see the logo. They sip their drink.
They see the logo imprinted in the ice as it melts. That brief interaction, that momentary glance, transforms consumption into this deeply subconscious brand interaction.
It communicates without saying a word. that the level of care is so high that nothing here is generic.
Nothing. Every single element has been considered, approved, and stamped with the Rhode seal of quality. It builds this powerful, implicit link between the brand and a bespoke, high-end experience better than any ad campaign ever could.
It elevates the entire event. It's not just product placement anymore. It's a completely conceived world.
And that feeling personalized, high-end, aspirational is exactly what a beauty brand wants to project.
And they did have the actual products there, too.
Oh, yeah. The tables were decked out with place cards, candles, intricate table settings. The menus were on this sleek black paper.
Very chic.
And Rhode beauty products were just spread throughout the table like they were part of the decor.
Subtle, ever-present merchandising. It's not a big sign saying "Buy Rhode." The product just becomes a natural part of the tablescape.
And then you have Hailey herself captured carrying her own Rhode peptide lip treatment.
Founder-led endorsement to show she's not just selling it, she's living it, using it, making it an accessory at her own party. It screams authenticity.
It really does.
But okay, let's challenge this idea of total control. The sources noted that guests were seen sipping on cans of Sprinter, which is Kylie Jenner's vodka soda brand.
Mm-hmm.
If the goal is complete Rhode dominance, why allow another high-profile founder's brand in? Doesn't that compromise the aesthetic?
That is an excellent question, and it really requires understanding the ecosystem they operate in. The Sprinter placement signals two things. First, it shows that these A-list celebrity businesses often engage in this sort of reciprocal, low-key brand synergy.
A kind of, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, among the elite.
Exactly. You support my launch, I'll have your product at my party. But second, and this is the most important part, the presence of Sprinter is allowed because it doesn't actually compromise the bespoke nature of the core Rhode experience.
How so?
The Sprinter cans are pre-made, external products. They're convenient, sure, but they are not custom.
Ah, the Rhode logo is on the butter, the ice, the cake, the things they made themselves.
The custom-made elements ensure that the primary identity of the environment remains purely Rhode. The outside brand just serves as a convenient, high-profile beverage choice that reinforces the A-list context of the party.
That subtle distinction makes all the difference. The primary sensory experience is custom, even if a secondary drink choice is external.
And that's the ultimate takeaway here, the commitment to micro-detail. They didn't just brand the obvious stuff, they branded the ephemeral, the temporary. That's a level of execution that transforms a party into a comprehensive worldview.
Okay, let's shift gears now into Section 4, style and the pregame, because the outfits and the lead-up activities were just as strategically curated as the dinner itself.
This is where we see the layered content delivery model in action. They didn't just drop all the party content at once. They built anticipation all day, providing multiple, distinct visual stories for different media outlets.
The main birthday look was, it was very striking. A black leather jacket with tassel details, but the key part here is how she documented it.
All right, she didn't just wear it.
No, she snapped a quick selfie, specifically to show the corset style on the back of the jacket.
That is pure content optimization. The outfit choice isn't just about fashion, it's about creating content hardware.
Content hardware, I like that.
A regular leather jacket is a nice outfit. A corset back leather jacket that requires a specific, carefully angled selfie to fully appreciate. That's a piece of high-value, shareable content. It drives conversation about the design.
It makes you zoom in, look closer. It's an interactive piece of clothing designed for a phone screen.
Exactly, and she paired it with black pants and minimal accessories, just a pair of mini earrings. That kept the focus squarely on the statement jacket.
And her hair was in a chic updo, which, again, maintains that polished, precise aesthetic that aligns with the Rhode brand.
And as a beauty brand founder, the makeup is never random. It's a living advertisement.
The sources detail a layer of mascara and a smoky shadow around her eyes.
That's a strategic choice for the environment. Smoky shadow looks incredible in low-light, candlelit settings. It adds depth and drama without being harsh.
And the contouring was key. A warm contour and glowy highlighter to better accentuate her cheekbones.
Precision glam. It's not just makeup, it's architectural. The contouring and highlighting make sure her bone structure is defined and illuminated, which looks amazing in photos and video. It's a visual demo of how to get that Rhode glow.
But the Rhode party wasn't even the first thing she did that day.
No. Before heading to Palm Springs, she had dinner with her friend Zoe Kravitz at Sushi Park in West Hollywood.
A celebrity hotspot. This is the critical pregame activity. Why is this dinner so important strategically?
Because it serves as the perfect soft launch for the news cycle. A private party in Palm Springs means you have controlled, delayed content release. A dinner at Sushi Park in West Hollywood means you have guaranteed paparazzi coverage.
So the paparazzi get the first images. Hailey, Zoe Kravitz, high-fashion celebrity hotspot.
And that ensures early, immediate press coverage. It establishes the narrative for the day. High-fashion dinner, followed by the exclusive private brand event. They get to control the pace of the media saturation.
So you use the traditional media machine to prime the pump before you release your own exclusive, brand-heavy content from the party on social media.
Exactly. And the outfits were on point. Hailey in a tan trench coat and black outfit, Zoe Kravitz in a brown coat with a vibrant red scarf. It keeps the star power and fashion standards high from the very beginning of the day.
The sources even noted they shared a friendly embrace before departing. Even that little detail adds a human touch to a moment you know is being photographed.
It adds that necessary human element to the public-facing content before you pivot to the highly commercialized brand event. So now we have the fashion set, the branded setting defined, and the celebrity warm-up done.
Which brings us to Section 5, promotional context. The machine that turns this intimate party into global, scalable content. So, what does this whole operation actually mean for content distribution?
It means the event was explicitly engineered from the ground up to be a content-generating machine. The experience itself is the media asset.
And the dissemination strategy was just so sophisticated. First, the official channels. Glimpses were shared to the main Rhode Instagram account.
That establishes the official high-quality aesthetic. It's the brand defining how the party should be seen.
But the real power, the scaling, comes from leveraging the network. The Rhode account reposted photos and clips from influencers who were at the party.
Let's talk about the economics of that. It's a masterstroke. The brand doesn't have to carry the entire promotional weight or pay for a massive ad spend.
They just activate their guests. Every attendee becomes an enthusiastic, unpaid content distributor.
And the content that comes from a guest is perceived so differently by their audience, right? It feels more authentic, like a real inside look, not a polished corporate ad.
Yeah, absolutely. It multiplies the exposure exponentially. You're reaching all these unique pockets of followers who might never see the main Rhode account.
And because the branding was so detailed, the ice, the cases, the guests have these high-value custom assets to share, which just further incentivizes them to post about it.
And that's only half of the content that dropped on Thursday. We have to talk about the parallel promotion that hit Hailey's personal Instagram at the exact same time.
The beach photo shoot. This is the layered content strategy in its final form.
Yes. Also on Thursday, she shared these sizzling snaps from a beach shoot. And this content serves a completely different but complementary purpose.
Okay, so the party content with the branded butter and the exclusive guest list, that's for the niche, bespoke brand loyalist, the existing customer.
Right. So who is the bikini shoot for?
The beach shoot is for high-reach, mass-market engagement. It's that aspirational, physique-focused content that generates massive traffic, general media coverage, and huge engagement numbers.
It pulls in followers who might not care about a $30 skincare product yet, but are very interested in fashion, lifestyle, and celebrity glamour.
The sources describe her laying near the water, sporting a black bikini top and matching thong bottoms. You know, the warm sun, her hair in natural waves. It's all designed for maximum aesthetic impact.
And even there's a subtle product placement. A bottle of Carib beer placed directly next to her.
It shows the fluidity of her personal brand. It's not just skincare, it's also high-end lifestyle endorsement tied to leisure and luxury.
And the timing of this is so clever. The sources say the photo shoot seemingly took place during Kendall Jenner's tropical 30th birthday.
So by posting this high-traffic, aspirational content at the same time as the exclusive Rhode party content, she's completely saturating the media landscape for that day.
You get the fashion coverage from the beach shoot, you get the business coverage from the brand party, and you get the celebrity gossip from the sushi park dinner. Every angle is covered.
And the social media engagement proved it worked. You mentioned Kendall Jenner's comment, "The way you look at me."
Yeah.
That kind of high-profile, organic interaction reinforces the genuine friendship within that A-list circle, which makes all the content feel less like a pure ad and more like a shared personal moment.
So when you connect it all, you see two completely distinct marketing machines running in parallel, orchestrated by the same person.
The exclusive party in Palm Springs builds brand loyalty and signifies luxury. The bikini shoot drives massive top-of-funnel traffic and general media buzz. It's not a party, it's a full-spectrum media strategy executed flawlessly.
Wow. The whole anatomy of this event is just, it's incredible insight into how these modern celebrity-led brands really work. They turn personal milestones into commercial assets.
We have broken down every single layer, from the location choice all the way down to the molecular level of the butter and ice.
So let's try to summarize the biggest takeaways for you, the learner, in terms of brand execution. First, for me, it has to be the absolute consistency of the Rhode branding, especially in non-traditional places.
The branded ice cubes and the logoed butter.
Yeah, that commitment to minuscule detail creates an atmosphere of ultra-luxury and control that very few brands can achieve.
Second, I'd say the meticulous execution of a recurring theme. The martini concept wasn't just a drink. It became a sophisticated, recognizable brand motif that ties back to her personal history and provides continuity year over year.
And third, the multi-platform content strategy. The event wasn't the goal, it was the content-generating engine.
Yeah.
And it was supported by that simultaneous, high-reach, aspirational content, like the beach photo shoot.
It maximized exposure across totally different demographics while still maintaining this illusion of intimacy and spontaneity.
We really hope this deep dive makes you look at celebrity news a little differently, to analyze these events as the sophisticated business case studies they really are.
Even in the most seemingly frivolous details, there is always a calculated lesson in branding and consumer experience design that you can apply to really any industry.
Thank you for going on this deep dive with us and analyzing the true cost and reward of a hyper-curated birthday bash.
And this all raises an important final question for you to consider. This entire event was a content factory designed for immediate social media documentation. So how do we measure the effectiveness of a brand activation when the perfect, highly controlled aesthetic with the branded butter and the custom ice is prioritized over the genuine, spontaneous, unscripted experience of the attendees? Is the illusion of perfection more valuable than the reality? Something to chew on.